Hey there YouTube, my name is Nick, and today is a historical day because Insignia 1.0 has released, which is basically an Xbox Live 1.0 replacement, and Xbox Live 1.0 has been down since around April of 2010, so this is my Xbox here. Mine is actually modded so it can read burned discs and such, so without further ado I'm going to boot it. There's that lovely boot animation. And I actually have the setup disk right here, which they just distributed today. So as you can see, mine asks for the time because I removed my clock capacitor. But with the release of Insignia, it will automatically keep the time up to date. So here's the disk. And so when you're hard modded, you can do just the installation or the setup by using a burnt disk. It may not go on the first try because my disk drive is starting to die, but let's hope that this works. So it's trying to read it. Okay, so it failed. Let's try again. Here we go. Show me the tool. Come on. It's thinking about it. Oh, here we go. Come on. Yes, there it is. Welcome to Insignia's Setup Assistant, built on October 25th, 2022. If this console is never connected to Insignia before, please select Register. If you are having trouble getting connected, select Troubleshoot. If you're having problems despite the troubleshooter or if requested by support, select Clear Ticket Cache. Select View Hard Disk Drive Key to see your unique hard disk drive key on screen. Keep this safe in case your hard disk drive fails, as it's likely to do so. And yeah, that is a very good piece of advice because I am actually still using the original hard disk drive that came with my Xbox. So let's try and set it up. I got my controller hooked up here. And there it is. So we're going to press A on register. And hopefully it goes. Or start maybe. Oh, it was successfully registered. There you go. So that was it. It took 2 seconds like that. Okay, so we quit. So we're not quite done yet. Now we have to eject the disk. So that was only one step. So that quick 2 second process, basically what it did was it dumped the hard disk drive. Well, it dumped the EEPROM.bin, which has the hard disk drive keys and some other stuff that they need to basically connect you to Xbox Live 1.0. So as you can see, I have the tab right there. However, if we go to it, it won't actually do anything yet because I still have to I'd still have to set up the primary and secondary DNS that you have to set. So just to do network, because you can do a connection test, I'll show what is supposed to happen. I'll show what is supposed to happen when you try to connect without doing anything. So this is before you get Insignia. Basically, it would go through the test process and everything would work out except for the last step, which is that it doesn't detect Xbox Live because it was discontinued. Oh, okay, this time it worked. This time it worked because I already ran the setup tool, but it would have failed before I did that because Xbox Live was discontinued in 2010. So yeah. So so there you go. It's working out all great. So I guess I don't have to. Yeah. See, it already did it for me. So it already punched this information in because on the website here it tells you. Come on, focus. It tells you that you have to punch in your primary and secondary DNS to get it to work. So basically, if I changed those values and I set them to be something else, then it would fail again. But anyways, so there you go. I actually am not able to create an account yet because they have to give out subscription codes to make it work. However, I can show you the actual setup screen. So when you hit new account, it will actually get to the setup. It won't tell you that it failed or something. I probably should have recorded it. There you go. Welcome to Xbox Live. I probably should have recorded it failing before putting in the disk, but I didn't think it would automatically punch in the primary and secondary DNS. But it doesn't matter. This is just such an exciting day for the original Xbox, and you just go through the setup. It actually doesn't matter what country you pick, but I'll just select Canada. So terms, so this is basically the rules that they have set out, last updated October 2022. Can you scroll? Okay, it doesn't automatically scroll. So those are basically the terms. So don't cheat, don't be an asshole, that kind of stuff. It's all here. So you don't actually have to read through it all. You can just hit accept, but that's just interesting to see. So you can enter your gamer tag here, but again, you can't actually set up your account yet because you need a subscription code to start. So I can just say, I don't know, I can just say meme and it doesn't matter. Mom. Okay. Yeah. It's really hard to control with one hand and... Yeah, so this is the part where you get stuck because you need a subscription code to actually sign up, but they haven't given those out yet. But supposedly the team will give them out starting November 15th because this is basically like a closed beta. That's what they call it. And once they send you your subscription code, you'd punch it in and you'd be good to go. So that basically ends the video here. I'm glad that this thing was able to read my disk, because otherwise this would not be possible. So thank you very much to the dev team at Insignia, because without them, you know, you could never connect to Xbox Live 1.0 because it's been dead since April of 2010. So that's it for this video. Maybe I'll make another video explaining what you need exactly, but because my Xbox was modded, that's why I was able to just use a burned disk with the software that they gave out. You don't have to use a burn disk. Like, you can also use, they have an XBE that you can run if you have a custom dashboard, so you don't have to run a burnt disk. You can just FTP the file over. And I'll show you the GitHub page to download the assistant. So it looks like this. Insignia Live Setup Assistant Release. And so, as you can see, they list some games here. So if you're on a stock Xbox, you'd basically have to run a save game exploit. But that's a little bit more complicated. But since my Xbox was already modded, like it had a hard mod chip in it, I was basically just able to run this ISO, which I burnt to a disk because it can read burned disks, my console. And I was good to go. But if you didn't want to use burned disks, then you would just use the setup.xbe. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And take care.